London is a city steeped in history, culture and creativity, offering a wealth of attractions for every kind of visitor. Among its many highlights, 5 world-renowned institutions stand out for their unique contributions to art, science and heritage. What's Up London will take you through the top 5 London attractions. Step through the grand arches of the Victoria and Albert Museum and you'll enter a world where beauty reigns supreme. This is no ordinary museum. It's a dazzling maze of creativity, craftsmanship and culture, where the past whispers through silk tapestries, carved marble and glittering jewels. Born from the spirit of innovation that followed the Great Exhibition of 1851, the V&A was envisioned as a museum for the people. A place where artistry in all its forms can be celebrated and studied. And today the museum remains a testament to Her and Prince Albert's belief that design could inspire and uplift society. The collection is breathtakingly vast, over 2 million objects spread across centuries and continents. From the moment you step into the Grand Hinds Hall, beneath the suspended skeleton of a blue whale named Hope, you realise that the Natural History Museum isn't just about science, it's about awe. Housed in a building that looks more like a Gothic cathedral than a museum, this South Kensington icon is where nature, time and wonder collide. It began in the 19th century as part of the British Museum's Natural History collection. But the sheer volume and value of its fossils, minerals, plants and preserved creatures demanded a space of its own. In 1881, the Natural History Museum opened. Its ornate doors swung open to the public and it's been astonishing generations ever since. Inside you'll find stories written in stone and bone. Towering dinosaur skeletons. But it's not just about spectacle. The museum is a working scientific institution, home to over 80 million specimens, many of them still studied by researchers pushing the frontiers of climate science, biodiversity and evolution. Yet for visitors, the magic lies in the experience. Gazing up at ancient skeletons, peering into the glassy eyes of extinct species, it's a place where children discover their first love of science. The Natural History Museum doesn't just teach us about the Earth's past, it reminds us of our place in its future. The National Gallery is a sanctuary in the very heart of London, a place where the chaos of the city fades and the timeless hush of oil paints, gold leaf and hallowed genius takes over. Step through its doors and you're transported not into another room, but into another century. Here the walls are lined with the greatest canvases across Western European art, a collection that spans over 700 years. Rising from the banks of the Thames, the Tate Modern is a gallery like no other. Housed in a former power station with its towering chimney and industrial facade, It's a place where art isn't just displayed, it's felt, questioned, and sometimes even challenged. Since its opening in the year 2000, Tate Modern has become the beating heart of contemporary art in London. Step inside and you'll enter a vast cathedral of concrete and light, where traditional white wall galleries give way to enormous spaces like the Turbine Hall, a place that has housed installations so vast and surreal they've altered how we think of museums. Walking into the British Museum is like stepping into the very archive of human civilization. Beneath the sweeping glass dome of the Great Court, history unfolds in every direction, layered, complex, and endlessly fascinating. Founded in 1753, the British Museum was the first of its kind, a public institution dedicated to the exploration of humanity, open to all and free to enter. What began with the private collection of physician and naturalist Sir Hans Sloane has grown into a treasury of more than 8 million objects, representing nearly every culture, continent and epoch. You could easily spend a day or lifetime here. One moment you're standing in front of the Rosetta Stone, the next you're gazing at the monumental Parthenon sculptures. Each artifact carries with it stories of power, belief, trade, and transformation. The museum is not without its controversies. Many of its most iconic objects were acquired during the height of the British Empire, raising important questions about ownership and restitution. But it's also a space for dialogue, for learning, and for seeing how interconnected our histories truly are. More than a collection of relics, the British Museum is a place where past and present meet. It reminds us that across time and geography, people have always been creators, thinkers, builders, dreamers. And in walking in these halls, we're not just observing history, we're participating in it.